mentioned in my 25 random facts that I was kidnapped as a child, and I was like, should I save that for a story time? Yeah, I'll save it for a story time. And some of you guys commented and were like, yo, you definitely need to tell us that. Like, yeah, we need the facts. I even got a few messages. Persons were like, sis, what's good with the kidnap? I've known you all this time and you didn't tell me about no kidnapping. What is that? So I'm coming here to tell you about when I was kidnapped. As per the explanation of my parents, because obviously, well, you wouldn't know, but I was an infant, so this is not my recollection. This is what I was told. So I'm going to tell you who, what, where, when, how, just everything. All of the play-by-play, you know, give you all the juice, all the deets, all the tea. So yeah, let's get straight into the story. So let me give you the where. This took place in California, Beverly Hills to be exact. And just for a little context, my mom always told my dad, don't leave the keys in the car when you're getting gas. Just don't do it. It's too risky. It leaves the car vulnerable. Just don't do it. Because as you know, in America, most people, unless you pay for full service, most people pump their own gas. So obviously you have to pay for the gas and then pump the gas. So fast forward, my father is taking me to a doctor's appointment in Beverly Hills, and he stops at the gas station. So I'm in the back, chilling like a villain, in my little car seat, you know, looking all cute and whatever. I don't know, I don't know if that's the actual age I was, but that's the baby pic you gonna get today. I was just chilling in the back, and the keys are in the car is unlocked. My father steps away from said car to pay for the gas. So while he's paying for the gas, away from the car, with the key in the car, and me in the car, a man runs up to the vehicle, jumps in the car, and proceeds to drive off. So my father, noticing this, obviously runs after the car. We talking like action movie style, jump on the hood of the car, hey, trying to get the driver's attention. More like telling him I'm in the back, but the driver's just like not mentioning that. He's not preing anything. He just swerving, trying to get my father off the car. Just my father's flung off the car, and homeboy is on the freeway and he's gone. So my father is obviously like this, and he has to make that dreaded call to my mother to tell her that I've been jacked. Well, the car's been jacked, but I've been jacked. And yeah, so he calls her at work and tells her the situation. And obviously you would think that she would be hysterical. You think that she'd be all over the place. You think that she'd be livid. You think that she'd just be inconsolable. But no, not she. She was like, there's no way. I didn't went through a difficult pregnancy. I know the Lord gave me this child, and I'm not concerned because I have to get her back. And that's just all there is to it. There's no argument. I have to get her back, and I'm not worried because I'm gonna get her back. Fact, the car, or their car, had LoJack on it, which is, I don't know if they're still around, but LoJack is a car tracking device. So it was attached to the car, but obviously the thief doesn't know that it has a tracking device on it. So he calls my mother back in 20 minutes. It was like, we have our location. We went into LoJack and we can see where he's driving. Fast forward to the driver who stole the car. He is now in Beverly Hills, in the hills, going up through the neighborhood, trying to get to where he's going. He realizes that I'm now in the back seat because through his swerving, his bobbing, his weaving, his lean with it, rock with it, I start crying. And he's like, oh my God, there's a baby in here. How inconvenient. But this man decides to find a safe space for me. So when he's driving through the hills after realizing that I'm in the back, he looks to the houses. It's an affluent area, so somebody gonna be home. So he's looking for a maid, he's looking for a housewife, he's looking for somebody, looking in the driveway if there's a car. Just wants to make sure that at least someone is home for me to be left with. So he finds a house that has someone there. He stops the car, he covers me in a blanket. He takes me out of the car, he goes to the house, he looks through the window just to double check, and then he rests me at the doorstep, and then he rings the doorbell. Y'all, can we just pause to think about how different my life could have been? Like, I could have had a different set of parents, I could have had a different school, different friends, like, I could have never came here, or like my life just could have been way different, like way different. Fast forward, well, going back to my father, who was in a cop car tracking the vehicle. That cop gets a correspondence from another cop car saying that they just got a call from Beverly Hills that said they got a child at their doorstep. Obviously that's me. So they're like, okay, we're on our way. So when they get to the house, there's reporters, there's news cameras, there's people, there's police, just a whole bunch of things. Let me tell you why this was on the news. Let me tell you why it was such a big deal. Because although there was a lot of carjackings happening, none of them ever included a child. So the fact that I was involved is what made it such a big deal. So my father goes in to get me in the house, and they have this cassette somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's in storage. I've been looking for it. I can't find it, but there's a cassette of the news story, and you can see my father carrying me out of the house. I'm covered in a blanket, my little feet are dangling. He gets me, and then they still are trying to track the guy. So they catch up to the man and they take him into custody. Now, the police, they want to make an example out of him because 1, he was caught. 2, there's a lot of carjacking going on. 3, it was a high profile case because a child was involved. So they were like, Miss, we would like you to testify. We would like you to press charges. We would like you to do this. We would like you to do this. We'd like you to do this. She was like, mm-mm. And they were like, I don't understand. And she was like, no. Mm-mm. First of all, I'm not gonna press charges against this man because he could have flung my child in a river. He could have threw her in a garbage pan. He could have done a billion terrible, horrid things under the sun. And he literally took her out gently, covered her, made sure someone was home, rang a doorbell, and made sure she was safe, kept her safe and kept her alive. And I don't want to make his life any more difficult. Obviously, you can do what you need to do if you need to press charges and so on, but I'm not going to help you compound the charges or compound the sentencing or anything, because I'm just grateful that I have my baby back. I'm grateful that he didn't hurt her, and I would just like to move on with my life, and I don't want to see him, I don't want to talk to him, I don't want to be involved in the case. Just outvolve me. So the police was like, okay. And my father went to the hearing. My mother didn't go. She just wasn't interested in, she wasn't in that headspace. She just wanted to chill with her baby. She was just grateful to God. She was like, I always knew I was going to get my baby back. My spirit of discernment, blah, 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 blah. I just don't want to deal with the case, and I don't want to cause any compound issues. So my father goes to the hearing, and he hears from the family that apparently this is super out of his character for the man to do. He has 2 daughters. He fell on hard times. He lost his job. He was just very desperate. So he wanted to steal the car, I guess to sell the car. So they were like really apologetic. He was really apologetic. It's not something he normally did. And obviously he's a father, and he didn't mean to put me in harm's way. So my mom said that make it worse. That make it worse. Like, she's like, I'm not trying to mess up this man's life. I'm just grateful that he took care of my child, and he didn't mean to take her, etc., 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 etc. I don't even care about the car. I'm just glad that Chloe's okay, Chloe's good, Chloe's chilling. You feel me? So yeah, she never met the guy. She never saw the guy. She never met the family. Nothing. I think Dad saw him or saw the family at the hearing, but that's about it. And yeah, but that's not where the story ends. So LoJack was like, hey guys, I got my car back with LoJack. Why don't you say that on our commercial? No. She was like, I'm not trying to sensationalize this. I'm not trying to use this as promo. I don't even care about the car. Like, I just want to chill with my kid. You're not even paying me for this commercial. I don't want to be your spokesperson. I don't want to give you no tagline. I got my car back with LoJack. I don't want to do it. And they're like, come on. Like, your endorsement would be good. Like, this story was like on the news, and you got your car and your kid back. That's great. Like, we would love to use you. And she was like, no, I'm not doing it. No. We could have been poster kids or poster people for LoJack, but we just decided to just chill and be low key. And well, I didn't decide anything because I was a baby. But yeah, they decided to be chilling low key. Didn't want to press any charges, didn't want to be a spokesperson, didn't want any circus around it, didn't want any frenzy, didn't want no interviews, nothing. So that is the story of how I was kidnapped, and that is how they got me back. What is my life? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this storytelling. It's my first storytelling. Please catch up on my other videos, 25 random facts about me, the art of not caring what people think, and female friendships. Y'all can do it because we're all in quarantine and you ain't got nothing to do. Okay? So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you there at the fair. Let's share. Okay. Anyways, thank you for watching. Look out for my next video. Love you guys. Bye.